So when you search the internet, you're going to see sites such as this one. And these are kind of more underground sites. But what I want you to notice is how they want humans to look at babies. And this is how they do it. And this is from the website Silent Hill Wiki. It's www.silenthill.fandom.com. And this is what they say about the baby. So first of all, when you go on the site, there's a video that pops up and it's a children's video game. So what people don't know is this is what they're slipping in to the kids, is information such as this. So if we go down in the overview, full name baby, other names fetus, and it says unofficial, abilities none, and this is something that the deep state wants to interject into our brains about babies are useless. They can't provide us anything. They're basically pieces of meat. Health can't be attacked, which I don't understand. Locations, bathroom sink, and it says behind the scenes, PT. But then again, they narrate that a baby unofficial name is a non-hostile monster in PT, and I do not know what that means, so if anybody does, please let me know. And again, you'll see above there's a video. It's a children's video that's playing above. So, and then you got appearance. The baby is a small red creature that appears in the bathroom sink in the never-ending hallway. The baby itself seems to be bloody, very young fetus, withering in agony and suffering. Its heart appears to be outside its chest, similar to Ectopia cordis. It lacks ears and a nose. Its eyes are barely visible and never open, although the eyelids slightly flutter. And its limbs are short stubs, emphasizing its weakness and futility, unable to crawl out of the sink. Oh my God. Sorry. Its only behavior is to wriggle around in the bathroom sink and cry. At some point in gameplay, a crying jiggle emits out in the hallway. It's not beyond reason that this is emanating from the baby. The player can also trigger an event that makes a baby a vessel for an actual speech. So if someone, I'm actually getting that this is a video game. It is. It's actually a video game. The hallway in which the player traverse is haunted by a ghost named Lisa. Various demonic voices, along with multiple text pieces, radio, and other clues reveal that Lisa was shot in the belly by her husband while she was pregnant. It is highly likely that the baby is a representation, if not an outright spectral creature, of the dead baby. The baby implies that the affair happened approximately 10 months prior to the events of PT. Here's some quotes from I don't know what. Okay, so here's another video. The baby's appearance seems to be very strongly referenced David Lynch's Eraserhead, an inspiration of the series, which featured a similarly pitiful infant in an industrial nightmare world. So I'm going to go ahead and play this. I think we need to awaken. And if you can see, they call babies extremely weird creature. But if this is being shown to children, okay, I don't know what the hell that was. So this has been going on since 1977, it looks like. It says, it can be speculated that the speech at the end of the teaser is told by the baby as it mentions Dad and kills us all. So there's a war, it looks like, going on with babies. Oh my God, this is just freaking sick. So this is on Silent Hill Wiki. If anybody knows, or you can tell me what this type of propaganda is, but it's being directed towards children, and it's just seriously sick. Here we have a website regarding Sarah Silverman making a statement that pro-life laws make her want to eat an aborted fetus. I'm sure Sarah Silverman has probably eaten several of them already, from what we're hearing. So this is pretty graphic, and what it says here is, by what this less than human personage just said makes me sick and disgusted. She has indeed this time gone way too far in her support for her tribe ritualistic cannibal hunger for the murder and now consumption of human flesh. Now, mind you, this is happening all over the world, but it is clearly embedded in Hollywood and California and all over the country. Michigan is a big underground cannibal society. Sarah, what's wrong with you, O child of the universe? You are a disgusting person, not worthy of being called a human being any longer. And there she is. So, in order to be in Hollywood, you have to, if you've accepted selling your soul to the devil, part of the practice is eating children. So it says on February 1st, the Lady Parts Justice League, founded by the Daily Show creator Liz Winstead, held a telethon called Life is a Living Nightmare, a telethon to fix it. The fundraiser, hosted by Winstead herself, along with comedian Sarah Silverman, featured almost 4 hours of bizarre content, including abortion charades, an interview with an abortionist, Willie Parker, and political rants. During one of the charades, Silverman announced that the consciousness clause law that prevented aborted fetuses from being used in manufactured food products would be something that would make her want to eat an aborted fetus, and which they are doing. So I'm going to go ahead and play this clip.
No, abortion. Killing the baby. No killing babies. No abortions. And yet, when the little baby is small, the little baby, you can't eat your fetus. I'll give it to you! You can't eat your fetus! as ingredients in the manufacture of food products?
Yeah.
It's this bananas law that makes you think that eating fetuses is a thing, and it's not. And if anything has ever made me want to eat an aborted fetus, it's this law.
That's really funny. So, this was introduced by a woman wearing female genitalia costume to the laws that were meant to be acted out by volunteers, where you cannot use aborted fetuses as ingredients in the manufacture of food products, and clinics are mandated by law to cremate or bury every aborted fetus, which they don't. With the concept of consciousness clause laws was explained, Silverman summed up her feelings on religious freedom. Religious freedom used to be such a beautiful thing because it was like this big inclusive thing in that country, and now it's just a shroud to legalize hate and shit like that. At first, at the first law charade was acted out in horrifying detail, with one of the volunteers yelling, "Kill the baby!" Weinstead explained, "This is a fucking batshit. A lot of times they'll create laws to make you think that this is some epidemic that needs to be erased." Sarah Silverman blurted out, "If anything has ever made me want to eat an aborted fetus, it's this law." The law in question, legislated in Oklahoma, was created in response to a claim that a food lab was considering using stem cells to create artificial flavors. And I'm going to interject, and they still are. So I'm going to go ahead and put some of these articles into this video and the actual companies that are using aborted babies. And it's actually, they could be using other types of cells, but this is also a satanic ritual, part of the ritual of what these large CEOs of companies and all these corporations, these food companies, are doing. And of course, since the media is owned by the same owners of these large food companies and, you know, media companies and corporations, it can easily be hidden. The second charade brought out on another ghoulish rant about aborted fetuses from Silverman. Fucking funerals for fucking aborted fetuses? I would like to speak at those funerals. He lived the way he died. He died the way he lived. The size of a sesame seed with no discerning brain function. Wow. Mark Hamill was also present. The Star Wars actor spent most of the live stream creating 2 pieces of art to be auctioned off, which were presented at the end of the show. Hamill also announced that Disney gave us a Last Jedi poster, and when we figure out who wins, I'll personalize it. I'll write something obscene and dirty if you want. Wait, Disney donated to a Lady Parts Justice League? So Disney donated his art to Lady Parts Justice League. Winstead laughed and announced jokingly, Mark Hamill is actually going to become an abortion provider. He'll give you an abortion with a Jedi wand. It's going to be awesome. Toward the end of the live stream, Winstead started to cry as she spoke about abortion providers. These people that provide this amazing care for people are demonized and shunned, and they will provide literally a pathway to somebody's life every single day. And if we let them have to provide the care and defend what they do, when we've all used it to become better people, we're doing a disservice to our society. And so that's why we do the work. This is so freaking disgusting. So I'm thinking that Silverman has been already executed by military. I'm going to check it out now. Be right back.